Halo, halo, witam serdecznie, tutaj na szczęście Opus, witam was w kolejnym odcinku na moim kanale. Przepraszam, że tak późno, że tak długo się zbierałem do nagrania kolejnego odcinka, ale niestety miałem dużo zajęć poza graniem. Także nie przedłużając, widzu, witam cię jeszcze raz serdecznie i już zapraszam cię na kolejny odcinek. Gramy oczywiście w Alana Wake'a 2. Nawet nie pamiętam, na czym skończyłem ostatnim razem. Czyli tutaj wyszliśmy ze stacji metra i zaczynamy dalej fabułę.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Dobra, zrobiło się trochę strasznie. Casey nas tutaj wprowadził. Ciekawe, gdzie uda się wyjść. To jest chyba stacja metra. A to jest chyba ten brakujące coś, czego nie mogłem zebrać wcześniej. Czyli idąc tym tokiem myślenia, wyjdę teraz na...
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Wyjdę teraz na miasto. Dobra, no stację mogę zamknąć sobie teraz. To żarówkę też oczywiście wezmę.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
No i teraz pytanie, czy tutaj coś mam jeszcze? No nie widzę, żeby coś tutaj było do zebrania. Może tak, może szybki zapis. Telefon dzwoni. Ale gdzie ten telefon? No na pewno nie tutaj. Z tej strony na pewno.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Jest.
Hey, Alan. Thank God he picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I...
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
Czyli zgrzyt podszywa się pod nas. Dobra. Nie ma chyba co tutaj dłużej kombinować. Wchodzę do tego budynku. Parliament Tower. O, jest echo.
Writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Widzu, kontrolna jedynka w komentarzu. Witają mnie jak szefa. Winda otwarta. Okej, jedziemy. Jedziemy, widzowie. Rozdział 3. Nawiedzenie.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Punkt centralny leża mroku. Nagrania, sztuka, dokument. Na ekranach wiele. Dobra, ale nic tutaj nie ma dla mnie. Część pierwsza.
Part
O,
one.
jest karta. Myślę, że
What
można
Alice
ją
working on?
włożyć do aparatu. Ale zanim to zrobię, gdzieś tutaj było pomieszczenie chyba.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Wybierz zdjęcia do plakatów na wystawę.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Albo nawiedzą. Dobra, tutaj chyba nic nie mamy. Dobra, zaczynajmy z tą kamerą.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. like it.
Miło, miło.
I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that nod at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. Easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Zakończyliśmy pewien epizod.
Some say that it lives forever this way. I can see you there.
Nie czekajmy, zaczynamy następny rozdział.
14 years you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding, but your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything
No, czego nie rozumiecie?
like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Ja
Which
mu
brings
wierzę.
us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
No i co, Saga, na to powiesz? Pewnie parę pytań będziemy mieli, nie?
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Dobra, maglujemy.
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
Cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Zanim sprofiluję,
You were a handsome dear.
to może obejdę to pomieszczenie.
Wake has more information. I need to keep questioning him.
Szybki zapis na wszelki wypadek. Dobra, sprawdźmy co mamy.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult. Yeah.
By mogło dojść do manifestacji kolizdy z lężem mroku, potrzebny był nacisk obu stron. Rzeczywistość w naszym świecie musiała ulec erozji na skutek wielu mrocznych historii powiązanych z jakimś miejscem. Jej kontrapunkt, utwór artystyczny, dreszczowiec powstały w otchłani leża mroku, musiał połączyć się z opowieścią z drugiej strony, by przebić się przez osłabioną zasłonę. Historia stróża prawa, z którego piersi wycięte zostało serce dwóch zepsutych ludzi, którzy zginęli przez własne chore ambicje. Udręczona staruszka, która utonęła w wannie, wypaczone odbicia po drugiej stronie lustra, wątki przebijające się przez różne rzeczywistości, nasilające wpływ leża mroku. Elementy te pracowały razem, tworząc stróżkę, która przerodziła się w rwący potok. Tunel w czasoprzestrzeni, wir, sztuka, która służyła za mapę, przerodziła się w koszmarny teren, na którym leże mroku wdzierało się do naszej rzeczywistości, przysłaniającym ją nakryciem, miejscem, w którym się na siebie nakładały, sprawiając, że rzeczywistość wyginała się i zapętlała jak w sennym koszmarze, przekształcając wszystko i wszystkich wewnątrz struktury swojego mrocznego horroru. Dobra.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double, Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here, in Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return. written by Alan Wake, and the contents of this book are coming true.
Nowa sprawa.
Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Ale wskazówek.
Nope.
Kurde.
Keep trying.
Okej, może w końcu coś ulepszę. Płynny ruch. Szybciej przeładowujesz broń. Wyłączony z akcji. Zadaje zwiększone obrażenia wrogom, którzy zostali ogłuszeni, oślepieni lub obaleni. Zabij wroga, żeby odzyskać zdrowie. Ilość odzyskanego zdrowia zależy od siły wroga. Dobra.
The report of the shotgun rang in the air. The enemy fell. Saga felt a surge of new energy. She'd been dead tired before, but was ready for more now. She would get through this. She continued on.
Tutaj już nie da rady. Dobra. Zaczynamy dalej.
Okay.
Historię.
Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
No jasne, że ostrożnie.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Stojąc w przyczepie na przedmieściach Watery, Saga po raz pierwszy zobaczyła słynny pstrykacz Wake'a w rękach kultu drzewa. Wzdrygnęła się na myśl o tym, co teraz twierdziła na jej temat fabuła horroru. Na temat jej życia, jej przeszłości. Nie akceptowała tego. Wyszła z przyczepy, potrzebowała świeżego powietrza, ale nie była sama. Kultysta patrzy na nią zza maski jelenia. Dobyła broni, krzyknęła. Pobiegła za nim.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Według wiadra? Nie no, najpierw chcę zapisać. Co to znaczy przełącz według...
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me.
No i co teraz?
Page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it.
O rany, mogłem tego nie brać chyba.
The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft, back at the beginning, but closer to my goal.
Nie no.
I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time we want
Nie no, serio?
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours of the night. Together with our house band, the divine Old God Bastard, he has created something special. The song is called Herald of Darkness.
Dobra, do Sagi nie wrócę.
The story of the journey of Alan Wake. The musical.
Do Sagi nie wrócę, więc muszę kontynuować
But instead of talking, we'll sing it.
powieść Alana, na to wychodzi. No nic, także zaczniemy z tej strony. Myślałem, że będzie kontynuacja z Sagą, no niestety. Niestety chciałem zobaczyć, jak to się przełącza, no to zobaczyłem.
What the hell?
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say.
Niezłe jaja. Nieźle. Jaka nuta. To jakiś obłęd.
Come on in and listen, lost words you've been missing. Now the fire you're bearing, the eye of the darkness, your light.
Ale zobaczcie, jak to jest przygotowane wszystko. Jestem serio w ciężkim szoku, widzę. Kontrolna 2 w komentarzu. O rany.
So you were drawn to stories early on. My dreams would light up my imagination. And you had nightmares night and day. Yeah, but with the clicker I chased those frights away. Who you? So true. So here is the clue of hope to remember. Visions they come true. Bend the lights with steel.
To jest szaleństwo widzowe. Ale podoba mi się, naprawdę. To robi wrażenie. Mam nadzieję, że na was też.
And the award goes to Alan White. And all your stories of crime and chilling thrillers, of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much, I had to get away.
A przy stolikach cienie. Naprawdę jestem pełen podziwu dla twórców.
The story's the end, all a piece of true fiction.
No dziękuję.
But there is more to it than meets the eye. I never meant for it to ruin my life that way. Would you say you let the jaded lie? Dark shades could never save the day. So sad, but true.
Widzowie, to jest niepojęte, co tu się dzieje. Naprawdę. Czy to można zwariować? Ja gram, ale ja nie wiem, co tu się dzieje. No sami popatrzcie. To jest... Nie powiem, bo miło się to ogląda, ale...
He could write a new story like Tom's in before him, and maybe they'd be happy once again. Just one shot, one more chance for him to save their marriage away from the city, a romantic getaway.
Nie no, naprawdę to robi wrażenie. Nie wiem, może nie widać po mnie, ale jestem w ciężkim szoku, nie? Rakietnica. A ta melodia, jak ona wpada w ucho. Rakietnica zrobiła robotę. Nie jest dobrze, bo ledwo chodzę. Dobra widzowie, w rytm muzyki. Grunt, że wszystko w rytm muzyki z przytupem, co? Ale ktoś miał pomysł, żeby tak to zrobić. Naprawdę. Kładziemy wszystkich równo. To niedobrze, bo jedna rakietnica została. A robi się coraz ciemniej. Nie, no nawet się nie oglądam. safe. O rany. O rany, widzowie. Tylko tyle mogę powiedzieć. O rany.
That was pretty good.
Niezłe. Niezłe to ma opowiedziane.
A vision.
No nie.
Such a dark place, am I trapped in here?
To jest chore.
I cannot remember. There was a manuscript it held a key. A vicious cycle I must not surrender to.
Alan, jak ty się świetnie ruszasz.
Echo seems to seek out again and again until I figure it out to bring this song to its end. I will bring this song to its end.
No i widzowie. Teraz będę główną rolę grał. Jest moc.
And I thought this place couldn't get any stranger.
Nie wierzę, że ja tutaj znowu jestem. Nie wierzę. Facet, powiedz mi coś, bo ja chyba zwariowałem. No nic nie powiesz?
Champion of light,
Catchy, right?
herald of darkness, lost in the
Nie wierzę. No nie wierzę w to.
Swedish brothers, perkel.
Nie wierzę, że znowu tutaj jestem.
Että nyt on kyllä, joo.
Także widzę, zakończyliśmy ten rozdział. To był, muszę przyznać, że odcinek dosyć dziwny. Pojęcia nie miałem, że zmienimy tory i pójdziemy w coś takiego. No ale takie odcinki też muszą być, także dziękuję Ci, że byłeś ze mną. Jeżeli dotrwałeś do tej pory, to zostaw jakąś, nie wiem, kontrolną 2 w komentarzu i widzimy się w następnym odcinku. Także do zobaczenia, widzu. I see you. 5.